Speaking of prolific procreators, a woman has gone viral for celebrating the fact that her mother-in-law is carrying her own baby, carrying the baby of her son and the younger woman's husband. There's a video that has gone viral that is at once horrifying and sad. Sad because you do have sympathy for the woman in the video who is unknowingly expressing horrifying things. It's this girl who lost her uterus to cancer. Boy whose mom is willing to carry a baby. Is this illegal? It feels illegal, yeah, for sure. And they're doing it anyway, I guess. Ugh. So right off the bat, people are nauseated by the thought of this. A guy's mother carrying his baby, even though it's his baby that he made with another woman. And then you feel kind of bad because you think, well, this poor woman, lost her womb to cancer. And so you feel, but do difficult circumstances justify something this gross, at least, or really immoral, I think, when you think of the process involved in creating the baby? Because to create the baby, you're going to have a guy commit a shameful and disgusting act alone. And then you're going to have a scientist, a doctor go in and create embryos in a way that violates the rights of children. And then most likely you're going to kill most of those embryos or freeze them indefinitely. Then you're going to implant them in this older woman who's not the mother. Then you're going to take the kid away from the woman. And yet, what's amazing about this story, as people are trying to hold in their breakfast or lunch listening to it, this is probably the best version of IVF and surrogacy that there is. That's not to defend the mother-in-law having the son's kid or whatever. That's to show you how morally suspect IVF and surrogacy are. This is the best. This is the best version of it, because you got a husband and a wife making the baby. You have the surrogate, the woman in whom the baby will be gestated. The nearest thing to a mother the baby will have ever known will still be involved in their lives. So he won't just be totally ripped away from the person who seems like his mother to him. This is the best. This is the best version of IVF and surrogacy. And it's ghastly. And we all know it's wrong. And you just have a feeling deep down that it's wrong. It is immediately repulsive. And you should listen to that sometimes. It's what the bioethicist Leon Kass calls the wisdom of repugnance. When things are immediately repugnant to you, you should take that seriously. That's not always going to be right, but you should take it seriously. You must go to goodranchers.com, use code Knowles. Summer is here. Nothing beats firing up the grill with family and friends. Here's something that might shock you, though. Over 85% of grass-fed beef in U.S. stores is imported. That meat on your barbecue could be from anywhere with questionable safety standards and hidden additives that you can't even pronounce. That is one reason you should switch to Good Ranchers. However, the real reason is it's delicious. It is the best meat you're going to get, and the price is absolutely shocking. Every single cut, beef, chicken, pork, is 100% American sourced, born and raised right here on local family farms. No antibiotics added ever. No hormones added ever. No seed oils added ever. Just pure, clean meat that tastes incredible on the grill and in the pan. I prefer the steak in the pan with a little butter. It's very nice. That's how Elisa makes it. It's delicious. Delivered straight to your door. No more last minute grocery runs when you're prepping for that cookout. Right now, when you subscribe to any Good Ranchers box, you get your choice of free meat for life. That's free Wagyu burgers, which is it's definitely in the top 3 of my favorite things they make. Best burgers you're going to get. But that if it were me, that's what I would pick. But you could also pick hot dogs, bacon, chicken wings in every single box. Use code Knowles at checkout for an extra $40 off. GoodRanchers.com, code Knowles, $40 off plus free meat for life. Because the moments that matter deserve meat that's made right. Good Ranchers, American meat delivered. You should take prejudice seriously. We all have to engage according to prejudgments. Otherwise, you couldn't get out of bed in the morning. And so you don't want to be irrational. But you got to listen sometime. You got to at least take those things seriously. And so much of modernity is saying, no, don't believe that. Don't believe the wisdom of repugnance. Don't follow your gut. No, your gut's wrong. We know, even if you feel terrible for this woman because she had cancer and couldn't conceive on her own, and even if you kind of have sympathy, or even if you try to work it out in your head that it's okay for the mother to have the son's kid with the wife, or you know this is not the way things are supposed to be. You know that. We all know that. Those people know that. And yet, bringing it back to modernity, so much of modernity is denying that there is a way that things are supposed to be. So much of modernity, going back to the Enlightenment and especially to the scientific revolution, especially to the march of materialism, it's people saying, no. In classical philosophy, in medieval philosophy, they all thought that there's a way things are supposed to be. But we enlightened moderns know that there's no way things are supposed to be. We can just make the world however we want it to be. We decide how things are supposed to be. And then you see something like that, and your lunch starts to come up. You say, I got to push that lunch down because that doesn't matter. There's no way things are supposed to be. There's no reason that shouldn't happen. There's no, push that down. Something in my gut is telling me, that's called your conscience. There's something that says this isn't the way things are supposed to be, but modernity says, no, there's no way things are supposed to be. Men and women, they're not supposed to go together. Nah, man. That's just an old prejudice. Now, people aren't supposed to honor their mother and father. Nah, man, whatever. Forget about your mother and father. No, we're not. It is not sweet and fitting to die for one's country. Patriotism, you're not supposed to love your country. Nah, man, whatever. But we know. We all know. And we shouldn't do that. It can be tempting to do that, to do stuff like that, to transgress. But we know we shouldn't. So here's my radical proposal to fix all the problems that have been wrought in modernity. What if we just do the things we know we should do? The natural law that's inscribed on every human heart. We know that the law is revealed to the Israelites. We know there's revelation there. But we also know that the Gentiles, they know too. They follow the law without even knowing it because the natural law is inscribed on every human heart. So what if we just do the things we know we should do? That's my idea. I don't know. And it's not like really fancy. It's not the sort of thing that a college professor says, but it's true. That was a great clip. Now stop in the name of love. Ring that bell and subscribe, and whatever platform you're looking at, MySpace, add Tom to tell him to put the subscription in your folder, and we'll see you next time.